I ran into a very nice guy yesterday who listens to this show named Ron when I was walking Bullet. He had his 2 young sons with him. And he
when you walk Bullet, does DMs walk you?
And he was talking about Randy Moss and saying he had been explaining Randy. They were throwing the football around in the Superette area there outside of my place, and he was talking about how he was disappointed that his kids never got to see Randy Moss because he had been telling them about Randy Moss. It made me think about question for the room: if, and you can only pick one, if you could see anybody play back through the dawn of time, and you could only pick one, who would it be? I would probably pick Michael Jordan. But you could pick anybody.
Wait, so somebody you've seen or didn't?
Right.
No,
You've seen Michael Jordan, though.
So I never saw. No, in person.
Oh, in person.
Like if you
person.
could go see anybody, dawn of athletic time,
Okay.
see that person play, who would it be?
Michael Vick.
Oh, I
Really?
saw him, though.
Yeah.
I saw him in person.
I never got to see him in person.
Pretty
I only
damn
got
good.
to see him on TV. I would want to see that in person.
Wiggy
That
and
would
I
be
were both
electric.
at the game, Virginia
Yes.
Tech, BC. One of the most unbelievable performances I've ever seen. For me, it would be Tiger at the Masters the first time.
I was going
that's a
with
good one.
Tiger.
Really? John in the car in the Twitch chat says Bill Russell.
Bill Russell would have been good. I'd probably go Lawrence Taylor, LT,
Ooh.
In person,
If I could see-
in his prime.
in his prime. Just be on the sidelines
pick.
watching LT.
Out of everybody that's ever played in the NFL, like no Barry Sanders, no, like you would
Barry Sanders.
you would want to see LT would be your choice.
Yeah, I
It's
would.
interesting.
I would want to just because of the way he changed the game. Maybe Bobby Orr too.
Yeah.
What about seeing Ali fight in his prime?
Right?
That'd have been a good one. Mike Tyson in his prime would have been good.
Right.
I would have liked to have seen Gretzky.
Shime
Ooh.
wants to see Pete the Hurricane McNeely.
Gretzky would have been good. But I think Bobby Orr, just with his because the skating
And you never went to a Bruins game growing up and
to
saw?
see Bobby Orr.
Yeah.
No, but
Oh, you're
Greg, I
not
was-
old enough.
yeah,
I was
born in 75.
I don't remember it, but I went. I mentioned this before. My grandfather had season tickets. So, but I was like 7 or
Oh,
whatever.
do you
it was.
remember it though?
Not really. I
Yeah,
remember
same.
going to the Garden. I don't remember specifically.
Ooh, great one from Rob on a golf course. Dale Broadcasting. That is a slam dunk.
In person, if I could sit courtside,
Larry Bird.
Celtics, Lakers,
Ooh,
You want to see
mid-80s.
Larry Bird.
Yes, Bird, Magic, Kareem, McHale, all those guys. If I could sit, or even Celtics, Detroit.
Pretty good one on the Subaru of New England text line. Nolan Ryan. No, Curtis.
I'd love to
What
see
about-
Nolan Ryan beat the crap out of Robin Ventura in person.
What about Bo Jackson?
That would have been cool.
Yeah, Bo would have been good.
Bo is ridiculous. in
Sweetness would have been good too, Walter Payton. If you're looking at the running backs and saying, guys that you were like, man, how did they do it?
I'd like to see Milbury with the shoe in person.
Amen.
Okay.
Great pull.
All right, it's a good one.
I'd like to see Greg's face when that guy came up from the Cape Cod radio station right before the broadcast a couple years ago.
We unfortunately did see that in person, Curtis.
He said Bill
Very
Russell.
nice man. He's turned into a very nice fellow.
Right. That was,
He's terrified of you. So.
as am I.
I'd like to see both Wilt on and off the court with his feet.
Oh, God.
I mean, because scoring 100 points in a game, that's pretty spectacular. Wilt Chamberlain would have been.
And if I could pick one Boston athlete I wish I could unsee, it would be Real Cormier, the human rain delay. Awful.
My son's got me into soccer now.
Nice.
So
Welcome.
maybe somebody like Pele.
Pele.
Yeah, there's a video.
Maradona.
There's a video and it's like Pele did it first. So he's kind of got me into.
Are we going to try and do the London Road Show for the Patriots game this October?
Please.
I am working on tickets with a guy I know that works in the NFL International office.
I had lunch with my good friend Demos yesterday at Bernard's.
Oh,
So good.
in Chestnut Hill, arguably the single greatest Chinese food restaurant in the universe.
Yes.
And Demos is involved in Millwall.
All right.
And
Well, I don't know what Millwall is.
the soccer team
Okay.
in London, England.
All right.
And they have a game on Saturday in London, which we could go to.
Okay.
And then the New England Patriots play on Sunday at Wembley.
I would
which we
give
could-
my left kidney. I think you have 2 kidneys.
We could do both.
to see the
Yes.
Patriots in London.
So
I
I
would
mean,
rather-
guys, I live there, so I could show you around too. We could see the family jewels. Be a lovely time. We can meet the
I don't know if
beefeaters.
we want to see the family jewels, Curtis.
Well,
But
they are lovely.
Wait, so Curtis, are you working on tickets for you or for the show?
Oh, for us, for the show.
Oh, that's amazing. No, I think all we need is the flight situation.
All right.
Right.
Well, I'll call my dad.
it sounds we could, probably can manage that.
think
If
I
I
got
was to
people.
go,
Oh yeah, line up. I mean, if we're gonna do, we're gonna have to line up sponsors and do. We have to do all
Figure
this.
that out.
We have to work on all.
Greg, you get to going.
If
I had to choose-
I will do all that
Do
work,
all the
and then
work.
Wiggy will go. Hey, you know what would have been great?
The hotel wasn't that
I
nice.
think that what would have been really nice is if it's somebody. I just know it. Nobody asked me about this.
asked
Greg,
me
you couldn't have
about
gotten us first class?
It's a comment box after the fact.
No,
but if I'm going to
that's not how it
London,
works.
if I'm going to London, I tell you what, I would rather see the London soccer team play rather than the Patriots, because that's what I'd like to do. I'd like to see soccer played over the pond.
You would love going to a game.
Yeah,
like
'cause
you go to a game and you sit in the owner's box. They have the police, the bobbies, lining the stands between the visitors and the Millwall fans
because of the passion.
the violence and the passion.
hooligans.
Yes. You go. They have a nice little lunch thing beforehand with tea and crumpets and everything. And you have to get dressed up.
Oh, I love that.
It's like going to the Derby.
See, but I want to be with the because, like, I think what brought me to that point is Ted Lasso, the TV show.
All right.
Great show.
Is the passion that
That brings me back to the pandemic and dark times.
the passion it seems like soccer fans have for their soccer clubs,
Yes.
and to just to experience what that would be like the pre games and hanging out at the little pubs and stuff like that, and just the passion.